Well, g'day. Welcome to Tim's Garage. Today we are working on a Subaru, a 2000 model Forester, to be correct. And we're changing some tappet cover gaskets and just having a bit of a look while we're in there. And so let's dive in. So this Forester is a one-car owner. It's Ryland's car for the lad, and it's got some Ks, but because it's a one-car owner, it's been really well looked after. We've already started the mods. You can see here a line that goes through to a grommet into there. It goes out to an amp and a sub, which is a bit of fun. It also doubles as a recharge, like an auxiliary battery sort of thing, to run a second battery for camping and that sort of stuff. I'll show you that maybe later, but for now we're going to jack this thing up and have a look underneath it. I was just hearing, when I started up then, some power steering noises, but it seems it's just, let that sit level for a tick and I'll check it. We'll check that and then jack it up and have a look, which looks pretty cool. So tappet cover gasket, here's the model number. They are the same, I believe. All looks the same. So, but the kits come with everything and the boot, and so look how small that is. Anyway. Out of my hand. Okay, there you go. Anyway, we're going to dive into that, which will be fun. And yeah, see what we end up with. That's cool. So in here, we're looking into the old engine bay, and you can see there's spark plugs sit up in there. Coil pack sits on top. So we'll undo those. We've got a breather hose here that seems to go from, I don't know if we can get that one in the camera. There it is. So it's got a little one of those fun ends on it, but it goes into the airbox. So if we follow that up, that ends up in over here on the airbox, and then it looks like could be maybe the extent of it. Oh, check that out. That's how you do it. Look how much easy access that is. Oh, that's the side. And the good thing about that is it'll give me an understanding of how to do the other side. So I will, yeah, that's awesome. Because the other side has so it's got an oil filler in the other side that connects to it, and as you can just see, if I get a finger off it, look at that, that's yeah, that's more fun. So anyway, let's get into it. So I've actually been able to get one, 2, 3, one on the end, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm working on 6, all from the top. That's pretty cool. So this side I can actually do it from the top, which is insane. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Alrighty, so I've just levered, I've only just done it. Got a lever in there and just popped off that. You can see it's moving out. I'm not sure what to do here yet. So my goal, with the air compressor, my goal is to crack it and then pull it this way, away from this bit. We'll see how we go from there. Alrighty. I mean, what could go wrong, right? Oh, nothing? That was easy. Man, that was easy. Ta-da! That's pretty simple. Man, that's small. Like I work on 4 bangers often, but man, that's small. Okay. That'll work. So we'll pull this one out straight up. And it's actually, oh no, there's the cracks. Yeah, it was a bit pliable, but yeah, I do hear the cracks in it. I don't actually know if that's the bit that was leaking, but it is what it is. Alrighty. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That and that. I reckon these are the bits that were actually leaking on that one. That's interesting. So if I pull that off, it's oh, absolutely. Brittle as brittle. Rock solid those things are. While I'm in there, what else do you want me to do? I don't see any silicon joins in there, so it is just the gasket that holds that on. These things actually got a lip on them, so then they go in the right amount of distance. What are you from? The other side, because there's the oil stuff, which is good. So we will grab my screwdriver, pop these off. If it all goes on nicely, it's going to be all back together in no time. That little screw, see there's nothing connecting there too, so that front little bit that I was worried about, don't need to worry about it. I gotta say, I like Subarus. It was running down through there. We'll do that. Pop that one on. Run that down there, spin that around. The back one of these. Click. Pull that off. The front one of these. Satisfying little clicks when they go on. Beautiful. There's that. What did the airbox have? I think it had it had 2 10 mils, and interesting enough, it's a weird shape thing, but it had a 12 mil there, and our little air bit, which I have sitting over here. That can end up in this piece. Fitted on there, and we'll click into there, but I need that. There's other 2 to be done up first. Because these aren't, you know, super critical, I'm happy to use the gun on them. That was too much, but anyway. Got one little press, back to this one. And that is that side done. Beautiful. sometimes preemptive work is the answer. Well, I reckon this is going to work. I've removed the battery, so battery box, all that sort of stuff. Have removed part of the water sprayer. These are really brittle, and I don't want to risk sort of messing that up. It's got, you know, real engineer. It's got two. I don't know if it's one per side or what, but anyway, it's pretty well made, this thing. It's just been held back with a little strap, which actually gives me access to it all, which is pretty cool. I've just numbered one of those, and I reckon, we'll see how we go, but I should be able to access everything from the top, which would be sweet. So let's have a go at that. It's dry. What have I got there? Get in there. That's the grip. That one's wet. Yeah. It's definitely the top one that's been leaking on them. So that's interesting. What else have we got? We've got another breather. Almost the mirror to the other side. Or pretty much the exact mirror to the other side, if I can grab that. Oh man, it's nice when you can do hoses with your hands. Oh, beautiful. It came straight off. Excellent. Push that out of the way, as it gives us good access. I'm going to remove this oil filler. Can I get the other one? Oh, yeah. Clamp. That's off. Screwdriver in, twist straight off. First go, can I maneuver this out, or the gasket's sticking? But that's alright. We got it. Just got to get it out this way, and look, absolutely quite easily. When I say quite easily, a little bit of finesse, but first time. And they're not that dirty. I could clean them right out, but honestly, there's not that much. We're just cleaning a little bit of stale oil, but it's not caked. Like it goes straight back to metal as soon as you rub it, which is brilliant. So what I wanted to check is always the fun bit. Can I maneuver it back into position? Keeping everything intact. Whee! There goes that light. Start these off with these. Oh, give me some light. There we go. Alrighty, so just put on the breather hose again. So all back together, it all runs fine, nothing's leaking out the bottom. It's all nice and shiny and clean and all ready to go there. All looking good actually. So the this side was by far the easiest to get to, But some of that pre-work, you know, pays off. I took out the battery, moved the water out of the side so I could access down there, and that really just paid for itself in in being able to get stuff done. Yeah, but tappet cover's done from the top. Interestingly enough, you know, if you're doing spark plugs, people say they're tough, but yeah, I reckon sort of similarly, you can, you know, it is tight. I'll give it that it's tight. Get the leads out. I reckon you may not be able to get a decent, you know, you might need a skinny bar or something to get the spark plugs out, but yeah, it's totally doable. We didn't do it this time, but didn't need to because the car's running great. But there she is, the Subaru Forester with a tappet cover change, which is cool. What's next for this is we've got to do that boot at some point on it, and then pretty much this will be the boys' car. I'll just show you something in the boot. I think I can access it just to show you really quickly something I'm pretty proud of because I did this for the lad as well. And maybe the next video will be the lad putting in a head unit, which would be cool. But I'll show you. So every kid needs their tunes, right? And especially when you turn 18, you need something to listen to. And so let's have a look at what that looks like in the back of this car. So here it is. You can see there's lots of space. All looks pretty normal. Really old school fire extinguisher. I'm guessing it still works. But underneath here, we've got an amp. I've got to extend the screw to make the screw fit in there. But that's, once I get the welding gear out, that's the next job for that. But it's got a little sub sitting in the back, and this is where I get sort of excited about it. There's all sorts of stuff. There's these cool little hidey holes in this car that are just everywhere, but it sits all nice and flat. But over on this side, if you pop this up, there is an amp sitting down there. It doesn't get too hot, so it sits, you know, it's got enough airflow around it. I don't know how to go on a bazillion degree day, but you know, it's all right. But you might notice the activation for that is on an unplug, and we've actually got a major plug here for the like an Anderson plug for the main power supply. The reason being is that I've also got a battery that is like a camp battery, like a second battery setup that runs on the same power. We've got our negative, positive and negative, nice big thick cables to run that sort of stuff, plus the activator to plug that into the battery, which then runs a DC to DC charger to run the battery. So you can go chuck a fridge in here or whatever he wants, which would be pretty cool. So that's just a little bit extra for the lad. So because he loves his bike riding, loves it. I had to pull the rack off just to show you that, or put it down. And he's going to be, he races and does all sorts of stuff with that, so he'll be off doing all his bike stuff, and he can take the awesome beast without leaky tappet covers and with big sound system or a battery. You can't have both, but you can have one or the other. And yeah, it'll be fun. Anyway, thanks heaps for watching. We'll see you next time. Enjoy the weather. Catch you next time on Tim's Garage. See ya. Well, g'day and stuff.